Hello everyone, this is a little video to show you some different ways of using a baking tray and some salt to make just a really simple game which helps children to learn how to spell certain words and to become familiar with the formation of letters as well, so that they know which way they begin, where they end. It's just a really good multi-sensory way for children to learn, and the more senses that we can use, the better and deeper the learning goes in our brains. So if we can use touch, smell, sight, listening, taste, although I'm not going to recommend tasting the salt, it all stays in and goes deep into our brains. So let's start. I've got a few ideas here. So I've got some old, I think these were cake cases, and I've got an egg box as well, just to give you a kind of idea of things that you might use that help children to see the parts of words and see the shape of words. So I've chosen you can use this for all sorts of different things, all sorts of different words, or just letters, or you can do it with numbers, you can do it with shapes. I've just chosen a 3-letter word. So my word is cat. Cat. I could just go for, if it was for a younger child, I might just go for, maybe there's a letter that they're struggling to form or they can't remember. I might just go for a. And then I would put it there. That's what we're focusing on there. It's in there. And I might put it first. This kind of resource is fantastic for counting, and it's brilliant for putting one object in one space. So this also doubles up for reinforcing your child's number skills. And so does the egg box. The different sizes, different lengths of the egg box are actually like multiplication arrays, they're called. So all of these things will also double up for helping your child's number skills. Anyway, right, I'm going to go for cat, and I'm going to start off by putting some salt into my tray. Now you don't need much salt, because you just want enough that when you use your finger, or when you use a paintbrush, or whatever it is that you're going to use, it just leaves a space in the salt. So I've just grabbed a few things from my kitchen. So I found a big paintbrush, I found an oil or butter brush, found an old spoon, and a chewed up old fork. And any of those things are fun. You can use your finger to practice formation. So if I'm working, I messed up those, didn't I? I found some cotton buds as well. They're really great for getting the pincer grip, which is what they use later in pencils. So these are a great way to practice. Let's have a go at practicing arc. So look out there. I'm gonna get I'm gonna start matching. So I'm also doing some visual matching here. I've got my and I'm finding the correct order. So there's a lot of problem solving, a lot of visual recognition and matching here. Found my a. Where does it go? It goes next to my k. It just gives it a little place to go. That gives it one spot, the next spot, and then we can see that we're reinforcing 1, 2, and then 3. Oh yeah, 1, 2, 3. Having to do a lot of matching, having to do a lot of counting, having to do a lot of problem solving. Does it match? First letter is k, k, yep. Middle letter is a. Next letter is t, t. And even if your child doesn't know what those sounds are at this point, you can give this to a young child and they'll just find the matching shape. But it's all really good learning. So I'm going to have a go now at using my cotton bud. Could just use my finger if I've got nothing else. It actually feels really nice, really satisfying. So I'm going to start at the top. Now if I want to, I can give a shake. Then I'm going to do my middle letter. Round like a k. Up, down, flick. very, very satisfying. Now on to my last letter. T. Down and across. Your children, if they come to our school, will learn the rhymes for those, and we use Read Write Ink rhymes, so they might be saying the rhymes that go with that. Really, that's it. That's the whole idea. Children will love this. They'll use different things to make the different letters. They get different types of effects depending on what they use. It's really satisfying. It's really experimental. It's quite scientific, and because it's using, you know, bits and bobs, saved bits of this, saved bits of that, a little bit of salt, it's, you know, it doesn't cost loads of money and it's fun. So that's one idea. You can use it so many different ways. I hope that was helpful.